show how to bypass a AC compressor pulley. Problem I had was that the pulley, this car has 140,000 miles on it, and the pulley, I had the AC on. One time I was going a decent speed and I had the AC on, I never turned it off. And I believe what happened was, you can't really see it right here. Well, you can see that's way rusted out. But anyway, I believe what happened was there's the pulley, and then there's like a rubber piece between, and then the top portion of the pulley. It seemed like that separated, and it started rubbing and rubbing and rubbing. The engine's kind of hot, but let's see if I can spin it. Alright, you hear that? Alright, you see how that's moving like that? It's separated from the other portion. I believe there's rubber in between. You see all this like squirt right there? Right? You see that like squirt? I think the rubber overheated and like squirted, liquefied and squirted, and just, you know. Anyway, what I want to talk about is how to bypass that pulley, especially right now and it's winter time or it's fall. And this is what I did to bypass the pulley. First and foremost, I brought this belt. I measured first, brought this belt. You don't have to measure it because I've done it for you. I brought this belt. I forget what size it is, but I also brought a 1/2 inch larger, and that would squeak when I turned the steering wheel, so I had to go to this 1/2 inch shorter belt. All right, and this is how I ran it. Essentially, this is down here is the crank pulley straight in front of you, biggest one at the bottom, quite a decent amount of rust on it. It comes over to, that might be the power steering pump, I'm not quite sure. Anyway, it comes over to the power steering pump, wraps around this idler, and comes back over to I forget which one of these are the power steering, the other is the, I don't know, I forget, water pump, power steering and water pump. So I think this is power steering, that is the water pump down there. Anyway, it wraps around the idler right there, comes back up under here and goes around the power steering, goes under this idler here, right there, goes under this idler right there, swings around the alternator, and then goes above this idler, and then this is the tensioner right here, and it goes under there, between and under, and then back to the crank. What I did before, the other belt I had in, slightly too large, and I barely put the tensioner barely put pressure on it, so when I turned left or right, it would squeak and sounded disgusting. And you know, go on a date with somebody and you turn the wheel and it didn't sound good. Anyway, this is how to, you see that's bypass right there, obviously. This video is just how to bypass that pulley right there. I have no AC anymore. Bypass that pulley and continue using the car. I'll fix it next summer. The AC, there's no problem with the AC, it's just the pulley. The rubber gave out. I mean, I have 140,000 miles on this car. You know, I'm just trying to keep it together and trying to get back and forth to work. And this is how I did it. Again, the belt is right here. I brought it off Amazon for $5 because it was a store return. And that's that. Comment on the video if you have any questions. I'll answer any questions for anybody. All right, take it easy.